Greetings, everyone, and a special hello and thank you to new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Thanks to everyone for your wonderful comments. I sure appreciate your kindness. I sure appreciate this wonderful crafting community we have. So welcome, and let's have a little fun. This is a scrappy, very scrappy traveler style, tall, narrow journal that I have completely redone. I had her listed and now I just wasn't satisfied with her. I went through her, and every time I went through there was something more I wanted to do. So I've done quite a bit of change, and she'll be relisted in my Etsy shop. She's because she's completely renewed now. First of all, do you see this earring? Did your moms ever wear earrings like that? I'm old enough that my mom wore earrings just like this. I had to put that on the front. And also this pearl applique that I've cut out from a wedding gown that I got from a thrift store here nearby me. So I'll take off this little satin ribbon. This cover is made, there's a vintage doily and some trim along the side, some sheer trim. This sheer fabric here is actually from a curtain that's embroidered with these beautiful rosettes, and I've used some of those. This is some really old lace up here, which I've partially covered with this wedding applique, but you can still see this old delicate lace here. All right, let's go inside. As I said, this is a scrappy beauty. She's got lots of layers of scrap on this pocket. Some, oh, let's see, is this Raindrop Lila, or is this is, yeah, this is Raindrop Lila, scripture tags, and here's a vintage style letter, folded up for more journaling space. Well, I guess it's maybe not a letter, maybe it's a document. At any rate, that's in there. We have a lot of scripture tags in here. This is actually a print of a New Year postcard. Lots of labels, Poole stamps, labels everywhere. Am I still in frame here? Some graphics fairy cards, labels, and background pages. And here we have, let's see, Shabby Cottage Studio, Faded Grace, that I've taken the pages and collaged onto some other backgrounds and so on. More scripture tags here, bookmarks. Let us love one another. Grace be with you all. And a vintage fabric tag with a very old button. I think that was maybe my grandma's or my husband's grandma's button, not sure. So here we begin some of the changes that I made. Some fold outs here with tea-dyed paper. Vintage paper doily, these are old. Look at the color of this seam binding, I guess it is. Rayon trim with more antique pearl buttons, more antique, this antique ecru lace here, and some little surprises tucked inside, scripture tags. And look at the color of this mauve or lavender tag there. And some on my avocado dyed paper. Book page, man, I've gotten a lot of very old books that I've really enjoying using in my journals lately. Here's some lace or I don't know what you'd call that I cut off of a dress. And here is a button from Hobby Lobby. I just liked the colors with that. More Raindrop Lila, scripture tags, antique style envelopes. I think that might be from Graphics Fairy. And Tsunami Rose, scripture tags, Ephesians, with all humility and gentleness, let us treat one another with love. More appliques. Here, tea-stained applique, an older button. This lace here I cut off from a vintage tablecloth from Italy, from Venice, that I found, and some trim that I got off of Etsy. More scripture tags. And a bookmark, also Graphics Fairy. This is one of my favorite stamps here. You are inscribed on the palm of his hand, from Isaiah 49:16. Some very old trim. Got from a antique store near me. Oh, this is holding me in here. Come unto me, says Jesus, from Matthew 11:26. I will give you rest. Rusted paper clip with just a tag that I made by one of my scripture stamps, and one of these German die cuts that I'm just really in love with lately. I love those things. Really enjoying those. More of that German die cut on this hand. Oh, I guess it's a practice page. And some Maggie Red scripture tags in there. More Graphics Fairy. Old music. This is one of my tailor-made stamps that I've gotten from Lorna Taylor. More book page. More, let's see, is this Shabby Cottage Studio, or is it Sam Poole? It might be Sam Poole Christmas. Anyway, most of the kits that I've used, and there's some more applique, are Ruby and Pearl, Sam Poole, Shabby Cottage Studio, Raindrop Lila, and very old vintage. This is so old it's got a hole in it that I had to reinforce this old doily. More scripture tags. As your days, so shall your strength be. And some scripture tags I've just gotten from Pinterest. For the Lord is great God and the great King. God so loved the world. Some more Tsunami Rose. Psalm 46. God is my refuge and strength. This is part of Sam Poole's Christmas kit, but I just love the page so, and it fit in so beautifully. I made this flip out. So you have more journaling space here that's kind of private. And this is an idea that I saw on Practice Makes Pretty, where she just took music page and made an envelope with it. And I've added some labels, more scripture tags. And this is a Psalm 91 printout that I've just folded and included for more journaling space. Some of the faux tape that I've made. Some hymn taken from a hymn book gotten at the secondhand store. Abound in love. Pray without ceasing. Some more scripture. This says, your labor is not in vain in the Lord. That's from 1 Corinthians. And a journaling tag. Arise, shine, for your light has come. The glory of the Lord is risen upon you. A tag I made with a Catherine Klein floral image and just imposing the scripture on top of it. It's trust in the Lord. And some printed, I don't think it's a vellum tissue, something like that. Here is an envelope with a Graphics Fairy image and another one of these little printable of a letter that I have aged to look very old. It feels pretty fragile, but I have tucked that in there for journaling space. How is that? Here we go. Another flip out with Edith Holden and more labels. A flip up. Some more of the German die cuts. Just some layering and collaging pockets and tucks everywhere with scripture tucks and tag that I have stamped with a scripture. Every good and perfect gift is from above. This image is actually from Seneca Pond. It's one of my favorite kits, one of the first that I got. This is, I believe, is a, let's see, Ruby and Pearl XO, I believe. And I've just included some tags and some collaging there. Another scripture card that I found, I believe, on Pinterest. 1 Peter 5:7, one of my favorites, the first scripture I ever memorized as a young girl. Some more scripture tags and graphics fairy postcard images that I've made a pocket with. Here's another scripture, my people shall dwell in quiet, resting places. Antique buttons up here. Here is a French check image that I think is from Graphics Fairy, from their latest French kit on their membership site. Really cool, that I've just added to some stained paper that I stained with black bean to give it kind of a blue-gray look. Here's a bookmark and some more imagery. I have to make sure that I don't have the same images twice in here. This little applique cutout piece from a lace fabric, I think is left over from the fabric that I made my wedding gown with. This is from a lace curtain and some more lace added there with a rusty safety pin. Here's another flip out on some book page, give you more journaling space. A tuck spot with some vintage lace and some more scripture tags. The mountains may be removed and the hills may shake, but my loving kindness will not be removed from you, nor my covenant of peace. I am the light of the world. Here's one of my favorite images from Graphics Fairy, this birdie poem, where the mama bird is just encouraging her babes to get out, jump, fly, go, see the world, fulfill all your purpose. Here's some journaling space with some lace tags on there. Some more of my Lorna Taylor stamping. Some more scripture tags in this pocket. Let us consider how we may spur one another on to good deeds. This is kind of a lace collage page where I took some more delicate lace and added some heavier lace from various pieces of fabric that I had or clothing that I got. Some embossed paper with some small scripture tags in here. Let all that you do be done in love. Another antique button here. And some, what is this? Is this Raindrop Lila or Shabby Cottage or Sam Poole or Ruby and Poole? I'm not real sure. Anyway, here's a little side tuck with some more scripture and more of that beautiful embossed German scrap. This is a needle case that I've left just attached with a paper clip in case you want to move it or place it someplace else. But it's just a tiny place to put notes, observations, memories of special days. This Graphics Fairy, I believe. More scripture tags. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. And here is a little lace cluster with some old jewelry on it that just happened to match the earring that I had on the front, so I had to add that to the back portion. So that's how this little beauty has been remade. Oh, and there's some more mother of pearl antique buttons and so forth. So full of scripture and just lots of little fun things to explore and enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this, and have a blessed day, everyone, and I'll be back soon.